If you are between the ages of 65 and 80 and can still perform these 8 activities, you are not just aging gracefully. You are truly exceptional. In fact, your chances of reaching the remarkable milestone of 100 years old may be far greater than you realize. Many people believe that living a long life is purely a matter of luck or genetics. But the reality is much different. Longevity is not solely determined by the genes you inherit. Rather, it is deeply influenced by the small, everyday habits you maintain, often without even realizing how crucial they are. Aging is commonly associated with physical and mental decline. And while it's true that the body changes over time, that does not mean everyone experiences the same limitations. Some individuals remain surprisingly strong, agile, and mentally sharp, well into their later years, proving that age does not have to be a barrier to living well. They move with ease, actively engage with the world around them, and retain abilities that many of their peers may struggle with. These individuals don't just live longer, they live better, with a quality of life that defies common expectations. In this video, we are going to explore 8 key abilities that set people like you apart. If you are still able to do these things, you are already on the path to a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Some of the items on this list may surprise you, but each one is a powerful indicator of longevity and overall well-being. Make sure to watch until the very end because the last ability is something most people overlook, yet it plays an incredibly important role in determining not just how long you live, but how well you experience those years. Before we begin, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, I encourage you to do so and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss an important video. Your support helps us create more content like this. If you enjoy this video, please type 1 in the comments section to let me know. If for any reason you don't find it helpful, type 0 so I can work on making even better videos for you. Now let's get started. Sign 1. You can get up from a chair without using your hands. One of the strongest indicators of a long and healthy life isn't how fast you can walk or how much weight you can lift. It's something much simpler, yet incredibly important. If you can still stand up from a chair without using your hands for support, you're showing signs of excellent physical health, balance, and muscle strength. More importantly, this ability is a key predictor of how long you'll be able to maintain your independence as you age. As we grow older, it's natural to lose some muscle mass, but the rate at which we lose it depends on how often we use and challenge our muscles. The ability to push yourself up using only your legs means your lower body muscles are still strong, your core is stable, and your balance is well maintained. On the other hand, if you find yourself needing to push off with your hands or leaning forward significantly to get up, it could be a sign that your leg strength is beginning to decline. Think back to the last time you got up from a chair. Was it effortless or did you find yourself struggling just a little? Many people don't realize their strength is fading until small things, like standing up from a low chair, start feeling more difficult than they used to. It's a gradual process, but once you notice it, it's important to take action before it becomes a bigger problem. Take Harold, for example. He's 77 years old and has always considered himself an active person. However, one day he noticed something different. Getting out of his favorite recliner wasn't as easy as it used to be. Without even thinking, he had started using his hands to push himself up. At first, he brushed it off as a normal part of aging, but during a routine checkup, his doctor explained that leg strength plays a huge role in preventing falls. which are one of the biggest risks for older adults. That conversation was a wake-up call for Harold, and he decided to take action. He started doing simple exercises to strengthen his legs, and within a few months, he was standing up with ease again. Even more importantly, he felt stronger, more confident, and less afraid of falling. The reason this ability matters so much is that lower body strength is directly linked to mobility and balance. When your leg muscles weaken, your risk of falling increases, and falls can lead to serious injuries that often have long-term consequences. But if you can still rise from a chair without using your hands, it's a sign that your legs are strong, your balance is stable, and your coordination is still sharp, all of which are crucial for living a long, healthy life. And if you've noticed that you do need your hands to push yourself up, don't worry, it's never too late to rebuild your strength. Your muscles can still get stronger no matter your age, as long as you give them the right challenges. Simple exercises like squats, seated leg lifts, and standing heel raises can gradually restore your leg strength, making it easier to stand up without assistance. The key is to be consistent. Small efforts every day add up to big improvements over time. So, the next time you get up from a chair, take a moment to notice how you do it. If you can rise effortlessly, it's a great sign that your body is still in good shape, even if you don't always feel like it. It may seem like a small action, but in reality, it speaks volumes about your overall health and longevity. Sign 2. You can walk at a brisk pace without feeling out of breath. One of the strongest indicators of a long, healthy life isn't just about being able to walk. It's about how fast you can move without feeling out of breath. If you can still walk at a brisk pace without struggling, it means your body is functioning well on multiple levels. Your heart is pumping blood efficiently. Your lungs are supplying oxygen properly, and your muscles have enough endurance to keep you going. Many studies have found that walking speed is closely linked to lifespan, and those who can maintain a steady, energetic pace tend to live longer and stay independent for more years. Walking isn't just a simple daily activity, it's a powerful reflection of your overall vitality. A strong walking pace shows that your cardiovascular system is in good shape, your muscles are still working well, and your energy levels haven't dipped significantly with age. However, many people don't realize they've slowed down until they compare their current pace to how they used to move. Have you ever noticed yourself pausing to catch your breath after a short distance, or feeling more hesitant when walking up a flight of stairs? These small changes can be an early sign that your stamina is decreasing, even if you feel fine otherwise. Consider William, a 74-year-old man who always loved taking daily walks. Over time, he noticed that his usual route was taking him longer than before. He thought he was simply pacing himself, but then he realized that climbing a few steps left him breathing harder than usual. Instead of ignoring it, he made a decision. He started paying closer attention to his walking speed, challenging himself to maintain a strong pace. By gradually increasing his endurance, he regained his energy, felt stronger, and even noticed improvements in his mood and confidence. Walking is about more than just movement. It affects your brain, heart, and muscles all at once. A brisk pace keeps the heart pumping efficiently, which improves circulation and keeps your brain sharp by ensuring steady oxygen flow. It also strengthens leg muscles, helping maintain balance and coordination, which are essential for preventing falls. The connection between walking speed and brain health is especially important, as those who walk slower tend to show more signs of cognitive decline over time. If you're wondering where you stand, try this. Walk at a normal pace, then speed up as if you're hurrying to cross the street before the light changes. If you can do this comfortably without feeling out of breath or unsteady, you're in a good place. But if you struggle to pick up the pace or feel like you need to stop and recover, it might be a sign that your endurance isn't as strong as it once was. The good news is that improving your walking speed doesn't require a complicated workout plan. Simply making a habit of walking regularly, focusing on good posture, and gradually pushing yourself to move a little faster can lead to noticeable improvements. Even a small increase in your pace can have a lasting impact, helping you stay active, independent, and full of energy for years to come. So, the next time you head out for a walk, pay attention to how you move. If you can keep up a brisk, steady pace without difficulty, your body is giving you a sign that it's still strong and capable. And if you do notice yourself slowing down, remember, it's never too late to build up your endurance and regain your strength. Sign 3. You can balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds. Balance is something most people take for granted until they start to lose it. But the ability to stand on one foot for at least 10 seconds without wobbling is a surprisingly powerful sign of how well your body is aging. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still do this without much effort, you're in excellent shape. In fact, researchers have found that those who can maintain their balance well into their later years tend to live longer and enjoy better overall health. Being able to balance isn't just about avoiding falls. It's a reflection of how well different systems in your body are working together. When you stand on one foot, your brain, nervous system, muscles, vision, and inner ear all work in perfect coordination to keep you steady. If any of these systems weaken, balance is often one of the first things to suffer. It happens so gradually that many people don't even notice the change, until one day they find themselves stumbling or reaching out for support when they didn't need to before. Think about something as simple as putting on a sock while standing up. Have you ever had to grab onto a wall or sit down because it felt harder to stay upright? Small moments like these can be an early sign that balance is slowly declining. It's something that doesn't just affect mobility, it impacts confidence, independence, and even longevity. Take Frank, for example. At 76, he had always been fairly active, but one morning while getting dressed, he realized that standing on one foot to pull up his pants felt harder than it used to. He brushed it off at first, but later that day, he tried balancing on one foot intentionally and was surprised to find that he could barely hold the position for more than a few seconds. That moment made him realize that his stability wasn't what it used to be, and he decided to do something about it. He started practicing simple balance exercises daily, and within weeks, he noticed a huge improvement, not only in his ability to stand steady, but also in his overall confidence when walking and moving around. Good balance is one of the best indicators of fall risk. And as you may know, falls are one of the biggest causes of serious injury and hospitalization in older adults. The stronger your balance, the lower your chances of experiencing a fall that could impact your ability to stay active and independent. Many people don't realize that even small improvements in balance can make a big difference in preventing these risks. If you're wondering how your balance measures up, here's something you can try. Find a sturdy surface nearby, like a counter or a chair, just in case you need support. Then lift one foot off the ground and see if you can hold steady for at least 10 seconds. If you can do this with ease, that's a great sign that your body is still functioning well. But if you find yourself wobbling or needing to put your foot down right away, don't worry. Balance can be improved with practice. Simple exercises like standing heel, raises, side leg lifts, or shifting your weight from one foot to the other can make a significant difference over time. The key is consistency. Just a little effort each day can help you regain and maintain stability. Balance isn't just about standing still. It's about moving confidently through life, knowing that your body is strong and capable. The better your balance, the more freedom you'll have to keep doing the things you love without hesitation or fear of falling. So, the next time you're waiting in line at a store, brushing your teeth, or standing at the kitchen counter, take a moment to lift one foot and test your balance. If you can do it with ease, take it as a reassuring sign that your body is working well and that you're on the right track for a long, active, and healthy life. Sign 4. You can get down on the floor and back up without assistance. One of the clearest signs of a long and healthy life isn't just about how strong or energetic you feel. It's about how well you can move. The ability to get down on the floor and back up without needing help is a powerful indicator of overall mobility, flexibility, and muscle strength. If you can do this with ease, you have a major advantage over many people in your age group. Because this movement requires multiple systems in the body to work together. Your legs, core, arms, and coordination all play a role. And as simple as it may seem, maintaining this ability is key to staying independent as you grow older. Many older adults begin to avoid getting on the floor altogether, not because they don't want to, but because they fear they won't be able to get back up. But here's the thing. When you stop using certain movements, your body gradually loses the ability to perform them. Just like muscles weaken when they aren't exercised, mobility declines when we stop challenging it. The ability to lower yourself down and push yourself back up again means your body is still capable of performing essential movements that help prevent stiffness, weakness, and loss of balance. Think about the last time you had to pick something up from the floor. Did you hesitate before bending down? Did you feel confident getting all the way to the ground, or was it more difficult than you expected? These small, everyday moments often tell us a lot about how our mobility is changing, even if we don't realize it at the time. Take Joseph, for example. At 78, he had never really thought about his ability to get up from the floor until one afternoon when his grandson asked him to sit down and play a board game. In that moment, he paused. It wasn't because he didn't want to play, but because he wasn't sure if he could comfortably get back up afterward. That hesitation made him realize he had lost some of the movement he once took for granted. Determined to regain his mobility, Joseph started practicing simple, controlled movements, squatting, kneeling, and pushing himself up using his legs instead of relying on a chair or table for support. Over time, he noticed a huge difference, not just in his ability to move, but in his confidence when doing everyday activities. Research has shown that the ability to get up from the floor without assistance is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. Why? Because when a person struggles with this movement, it's often a sign that their muscles are weaker, their flexibility is reduced, and their balance isn't as sharp as it used to be. These issues can lead to greater difficulties in everyday life, increasing the risk of falls, injuries, and loss of independence. On the other hand, those who can still perform this movement tend to remain active, self-sufficient, and physically resilient well into their later years. If you're curious about your own mobility, Here's something you can try. Find a safe spot near a sturdy chair or surface. Then slowly lower yourself to the floor and see if you can get back up without grabbing onto anything. If you can do this smoothly, that's a fantastic sign that your body is functioning well. But if you struggle or feel unsteady, don't worry. Mobility is something that can be improved. Simple exercises like stretching, strength training, and practicing movements that involve lowering yourself and getting back up can make a significant difference over time. Being able to move freely and confidently isn't just about convenience, it's about maintaining independence. Whether it's reaching for something under the couch, tying your shoes, or even catching yourself. After a stumble, having the strength and coordination to get back up is essential. So the next time you avoid sitting on the floor, ask yourself, is it because you're unsure if you can get back up? If you can still perform this movement with ease, take it as a reassuring sign that your body is aging well and that you're on the right path to a long, healthy, and active life. If you're still here and finding this information valuable, let me know by commenting number 4 below. Now, let's keep going. Sign 5. You can carry a full grocery bag without struggling. Being strong isn't just about lifting weights at the gym. It's about being able to handle everyday tasks without difficulty. One of the clearest signs that your body is aging well is your ability to carry a full grocery bag without struggling. If you can do this with ease, you're already ahead of many people in your age group. The ability to lift and carry things comfortably shows that your muscles are strong, your endurance is good, and your body is functioning well, all of which play a big role in leading a long, healthy, and independent life. Most people don't think much about their strength until they start losing it. Have you ever struggled to open a tightly sealed jar, lift a suitcase, or carry a heavy bag from the car to the house? These everyday actions don't just require arm strength, they involve your grip, shoulders, back, and core working together. Studies have shown that grip strength, in particular, is one of the strongest indicators of longevity. People with a firm grip and good lifting ability tend to live longer and remain healthier, while those who start to struggle with simple lifting tasks are more likely to experience a decline in overall health and mobility. Think back to the last time you carried groceries inside. Did you pick up the bags without thinking? Or did you have to stop, adjust your grip, and shift the weight to avoid straining yourself? Did you feel the need to ask for help with something that once felt easy? These small signs often appear gradually, so people don't always notice them right away. But over time, a decline in strength can lead to reduced mobility, making even simple tasks feel overwhelming. Richard, for example, was always an independent man. At 75, he had never thought much about his physical strength because he had always managed just fine. But one day, after returning from the store, he found himself struggling to carry the grocery bags up his front steps. The weight wasn't any heavier than usual. His body had simply lost some of the strength he once had. That moment was a wake-up call for him. Determined to regain his physical ability, he started doing simple exercises to strengthen his arms, shoulders, and grip. He wasn't lifting heavy weights or doing intense workouts. Just small, consistent efforts like squeezing a rubber ball, lifting light hand weights, and doing push-ups against the kitchen counter. Within a few months, he could carry his groceries with ease again, and he felt more energized throughout the day. More than just physical strength, he regained confidence in his ability to handle daily activities without hesitation. The good news is that maintaining strength doesn't require hours in the gym. Even small actions, when done regularly, can make a big difference. Simple exercises like gripping and squeezing objects, lifting small weights, or practicing functional movements can help keep your muscles active and strong. The key is consistency. Just a few minutes of strength-based movement each day can prevent unnecessary physical decline and keep you feeling capable for years to come. Being able to carry your own groceries, lift household objects, and hold on to things with confidence isn't just about making life easier, it's about maintaining independence. When your muscles are strong, you are less likely to experience fatigue, weakness, or injuries. More importantly, you'll continue to handle daily tasks on your own without second-guessing yourself. So the next time you lift a grocery bag, pay attention to how it feels. If you can carry it without effort, take it as a strong sign that your body is aging well and that you're on track for a long, active, and independent life. Sign 6. You can climb a flight of stairs without stopping. Climbing a flight of stairs might seem like a simple task, something most people do without much thought. But in reality, it is one of the clearest signs of physical endurance, heart health, and lower body strength. If you can still go up a full flight of stairs without needing to stop and catch your breath, you are doing much better than many others your age. More importantly, this ability is a strong indication that your body is functioning well and that you are on the path to a longer, healthier life. Stairs require more than just leg strength. Your muscles need to push you up each step. Your lungs must provide enough oxygen to keep you moving, and your heart has to pump efficiently to support your effort. On top of that, your coordination and balance also play a role in keeping you steady so that you don't misstep if any of these areas start to weaken, whether it's your endurance, muscle strength, or cardiovascular health. Climbing stairs will begin to feel more difficult. It may start as something small, like feeling a little out of breath, but over time, it can turn into an obstacle that affects your daily life. Think about the last time you climbed a flight of stairs. Did you move up steadily and feel strong at the top? Or did you have to pause, even for a moment, because you felt winded? Many people don't realize their stamina is fading until they start avoiding stairs altogether, choosing the elevator or escalator instead. At first, it might seem like a harmless habit, but avoiding stairs can lead to even greater muscle loss and reduced endurance, making it even harder to regain strength later on. Take George, for example. At 73, he had always been someone who took the stairs without thinking about it. But over the years, he started making small adjustments. He began taking the elevator more often, walking slower when climbing steps, and even choosing different routes to avoid staircases. He never really noticed these changes until one day, while visiting a friend's house, he had to climb a short flight of stairs. By the time he reached the top, he was completely out of breath. It was a moment of realization for him. He had always thought of himself as active, but his endurance had gradually declined without him even noticing. Instead of ignoring the problem, he made a decision. He would start using the stairs more often, even if it meant starting slow. Within a few weeks, he saw a difference. His legs felt stronger, his breathing improved, and soon, stairs no longer felt like a struggle. Doctors often use stair climbing as a quick way to assess heart health. The reason is simple. If you can walk up a flight of stairs at a normal pace without feeling exhausted, it shows that your heart and lungs are still functioning efficiently. This is one of the best signs of good cardiovascular fitness, which plays a major role in determining overall longevity. In fact, studies have shown that people who can climb stairs without stopping tend to live longer and remain more active as they age. If you want to test your own endurance, find a staircase with at least 10 steps. Walk up at a steady pace and pay attention to how you feel at the top. If you reach the last step without needing to stop or feeling short of breath, that's a great sign that your body is in good shape. But if you find yourself struggling, don't be discouraged. This is something that can be improved. By choosing the stairs more often, walking at a brisker pace, and doing simple exercises to strengthen your legs, you can rebuild the stamina needed to keep stairs from becoming an obstacle in your daily life. Being able to climb stairs is about much more than just strength. It's about maintaining your independence. If you can still do this without hesitation, it means your heart is strong, your muscles are active, and your energy levels are high. All of these are powerful indicators that you're on track for a long and healthy life. So the next time you have a choice between the elevator and the stairs, consider taking those extra steps. It's a small effort that can make a big difference in keeping you strong and capable for years to come. Sign 7. You can remember recent conversations and events. Clearly, being physically healthy plays a big role in living a long life, but keeping your mind sharp is just as important. If you can clearly remember recent conversations, recall names without hesitation, and stay mentally engaged in daily life, you have one of the strongest signs of long-term well-being. Your ability to remember things isn't just about intelligence. It's a reflection of how well your brain is functioning, how strong your circulation is, and how healthy your nervous system remains as you age. It's completely normal to forget small things every now and then, like misplacing your keys or struggling to remember the name of a movie you watched last week. However, there's a big difference between occasional forgetfulness and noticeable memory decline. If you can still hold long conversations, recall recent events without difficulty, and keep track of your daily responsibilities, then your cognitive health is in a much better state than that of many others in your age group. Take a moment to reflect on your daily routine. Do you often find yourself forgetting what you had for breakfast, or do you remember it without much effort? Can you recall details from a conversation you had yesterday, or do things start to feel foggy? Are you still able to learn new things, solve problems, and focus on challenging tasks? These seemingly small details can reveal a lot about the condition of your brain and its ability to process and retain information. Consider Paul, a 79-year-old man who has managed to keep his mind sharp while many of his peers have started struggling with memory loss. He can remember details from conversations weeks later, breeze through crossword puzzles, and even keep up with the latest technology. At first, he didn't think much of it, but over time, he realized that the simple habits he had maintained throughout his life, such as reading regularly, staying socially connected, and challenging his brain with new activities, had helped him preserve his mental sharpness. The brain functions much like a muscle. It needs regular exercise to stay strong. People who engage in mentally stimulating activities such as reading, playing strategic games, learning new skills, or having deep conversations tend to keep their cognitive abilities intact for much longer. Social interaction also plays a huge role in maintaining brain health. Those who stay connected with friends, family, or community groups tend to remain mentally sharp, while isolation and lack of engagement can accelerate cognitive decline. Simply put, the more you challenge your brain, the stronger it stays. If you want to check in on your own cognitive sharpness, try recalling what you ate for dinner 2 nights ago, or memorizing a short list of words and repeating them back after a few minutes. If these tasks feel easy, that's a great sign that your brain is still functioning at a high level. But if you find them challenging, don't worry. There are plenty of ways to improve memory and keep your mind active. Reading, learning new things, engaging in conversations, and even staying physically active with activities like walking can all support better brain function and slow down cognitive decline. Having a sharp memory isn't just about convenience. It's about maintaining your independence and quality of life. When your mind stays strong, you can continue making your own decisions, having meaningful conversations, and fully enjoying every moment. If you can still recall information easily and remain mentally engaged, you have one of the clearest signs that you're on the path to a long and fulfilling life. Sign 8. You wake up feeling rested and ready for the day. One of the most underrated but incredibly powerful signs of a long and healthy life is how well you sleep. If you're between the ages of 65 and 80 and still wake up feeling well rested and ready to take on the day, you have an advantage over many others your age. Quality sleep is deeply connected to overall well-being. It affects everything from your brain and heart function to your immune system and energy levels. Simply put, if your body is able to get good rest and wake up refreshed, it's a strong indicator that it is working efficiently and keeping itself in good shape. As people age, it's common for their sleep patterns to shift. Many older adults experience trouble falling asleep, frequent waking in the middle of the night, or difficulty staying asleep long enough to feel truly rested. Some even find themselves waking up much earlier than they used to, leaving them tired throughout the day. If you are still able to get deep restorative sleep, where you drift off easily, stay asleep through the night, and wake up feeling refreshed, then that's a sign that your body is functioning optimally. Sleep is the time when your body repairs itself, restores energy, and processes memories. So getting good sleep is about much more than just feeling well rested. It's a key factor in maintaining good health as you age. Think about how you feel when you wake up in the morning. Do you naturally feel ready to start the day, or do you struggle with grogginess, sluggishness, and the feeling that you didn't get enough rest? Many people believe that poor sleep is just a normal part of aging, but that's not entirely true. While some changes in sleep patterns are expected, constantly waking up feeling exhausted could point to deeper health issues, such as poor circulation, hormonal imbalances, or even conditions like sleep apnea that can disrupt deep sleep without you even realizing it. Take Roger, for example. At 74 years old, he noticed that he was waking up multiple times during the night, feeling restless and needing naps during the day just to function. He initially assumed that this was just part of getting older, but over time, he realized that his sleep quality had slowly declined. Determined to improve it, he made a few small but meaningful adjustments. He started following a regular bedtime routine, reduced his screen time before bed, and created a calming nighttime environment. Within a few weeks, he found that he was sleeping more soundly, waking up with more energy, and feeling mentally sharper throughout the day. His story is proof that sleep problems aren't always inevitable, and that making small changes can have a big impact. Sleep is about much more than simply resting. It plays a crucial role in cell repair, memory retention, and immune function. Studies show that people who consistently get high-quality sleep are at a lower risk for heart disease, stroke, and cognitive decline. They also tend to maintain a healthier weight and have steadier energy levels throughout the day. If you're someone who can still sleep well and wake up feeling energized, that's a great sign that your body is taking care of itself and functioning efficiently. If you're wondering whether your sleep quality is where it should be, consider this. Do you wake up naturally without needing an alarm? Do you fall asleep within 20 to 30 minutes of lying down? Do you feel clear-headed and focused in the morning rather than groggy and slow? If you answered yes to these, your sleep is in great shape. However, if you're struggling with restless nights or waking up tired, don't ignore it. Making simple lifestyle changes, such as avoiding caffeine in the afternoon, keeping a consistent bedtime, and ensuring that your bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet, can all improve sleep quality and help you wake up feeling more refreshed. A well-rested body is a strong and healthy body. When you get the sleep you need, you wake up feeling ready to move, think clearly, and embrace the day with confidence. If you are someone who still experiences deep, restorative sleep, that's one of the best signs that your body is working at its best, increasing your chances of living a long, vibrant, and fulfilling life. As we come to the end of this video, take a moment to reflect on everything we've talked about. Think about these 8 signs and how many of them apply to you. Did you find yourself agreeing with them, recognizing these strengths in yourself? If so, you're doing much better than you might realize. Being able to maintain physical strength, good balance, endurance, mental sharpness, and quality sleep well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond is not just a sign of good health. It's a strong indication that you are on a path toward a longer, more independent, and fulfilling life. There's a common belief that aging automatically leads to weakness, forgetfulness, and a loss of energy, but that's only part of the story. The truth is, your body and mind are capable of staying strong, resilient, and sharp, far beyond what many people expect. These signs are proof of that. If you are still able to move with ease, think clearly, and keep up with your daily activities, it means your muscles are functioning well, your heart is staying strong, your brain is engaged, and your energy levels are still supporting an active lifestyle. In other words, you are not just aging, you are thriving. However, if you notice that there are some areas where you could improve, don't worry, it's never too late to make changes. Strength can be rebuilt, endurance can be improved, and both balance and memory can be sharpened. The human body is remarkable in its ability to adapt, no matter how old you are. Small, consistent changes, like moving more, staying mentally engaged, and challenging yourself daily, can lead to big improvements over time. You have more control over your well-being than you may think, and even small efforts can bring lasting benefits. Now take a moment to consider, how many of these signs do you recognize in yourself? Was there one that stood out to you the most? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share in the comments below one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it to your life. Your insights and experiences matter to us, and reading your comments is always inspiring and motivating. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support allows us to continue creating content that educates, motivates, and empowers you to live your best life. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Stay strong, stay engaged, and keep thriving.